Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we'll be discussing a very important and relevant topic, racism and mental health. Racism is a form of discrimination that has been a persistent issue throughout human history, and its impact on mental health cannot be ignored. In this video, we'll be exploring the relationship between racism and mental health, understanding the impact of racism on mental health, and what we can do to combat it. Understanding the relationship between racism and mental health. Racism is not just a physical manifestation of violence, but it also takes an emotional and psychological toll on those who experience it. Racism can result in a range of mental health problems, including depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and low self-esteem. Research has shown that racism can affect mental health by causing feelings of discrimination, anger, shame, and stress. It can also impact a person's sense of identity and belonging, leading to feelings of marginalization and isolation. The chronic stress that comes with experiencing racism can have a significant impact on physical and mental health, leading to conditions like high blood pressure, heart disease, and depression. Understanding the impact of racism on mental health. Racism can have a profound and lasting impact on mental health. Here are some ways racism can affect mental health. Chronic stress. Racism can cause chronic stress, which can have a long-term impact on both physical and mental health. Chronic stress can increase the risk of depression, anxiety, heart disease, and other health problems. Trauma. Racism can result in psychological trauma, leading to symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, such as flashbacks, avoidance behaviors, and emotional numbness. Low self-esteem. Racism can contribute to low self-esteem, affecting a person's sense of self-worth and leading to feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. Depression. Racism can result in feelings of hopelessness, helplessness, and isolation, leading to depression. Anxiety. Racism can cause fear, insecurity, and feelings of threat, leading to anxiety disorders. Substance abuse. Racism can result in substance abuse as people may turn to drugs or alcohol to cope with the stress and trauma of racism. Negative health outcomes. Racism can result in negative health outcomes, such as cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and other chronic conditions. This is due to the chronic stress and trauma that come with experiencing racism. It is important to note that the impact of racism on mental health is not limited to the individual who experiences it. Racism can also impact families, communities, and entire populations, leading to long-term consequences for mental health and well-being. What you can do to combat racism and its impact on mental health. There are many ways we can work to combat racism and its impact on mental health. Here are some ways you can help. Educate yourself. Educate yourself on the history and impact of racism, and work to challenge your own biases and stereotypes. Speak out. Speak out against racism, whether it's through your actions or words. Stand up for what's right and use your voice to raise awareness about the impact of racism on mental health. Support affected communities. Support communities that have been affected by racism, whether it's through volunteering, donating to organizations, or simply showing empathy and compassion. Practice self-care. Take care of your own mental and physical health, and seek support if you need it. This can help you cope with the impact of racism and support others who have been affected. Create safe spaces. Create safe spaces where people can talk about their experiences with racism and mental health without fear of judgment or discrimination. Conclusion. It is crucial that we continue the conversation about racism and its impact on mental health and work towards creating a society where everyone feels valued and supported. Racism is a complex issue that requires a collective effort to solve, and it starts with each one of us taking responsibility for our own thoughts and actions. We must recognize that racism is not just a problem for those who experience it, but it affects us all, and we all have a role to play in creating a more equitable and just society. Whether it's by speaking out against racism, supporting affected communities, or simply educating ourselves and others, there are many ways we can make a difference. So let's use this opportunity to start the conversation, raise awareness, and work together to create a world where everyone is valued, regardless of their race or ethnicity. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.